Right, the Corporative Governance and Traditional Affairs Minister Velenkonsini Hlabisa is expected to visit the flood-afflicted areas in Mpumalanga today. This as a red level 10 warning for disruptive rainfall remains in place over parts of Limpopo and Mpumalanga, as we've been reporting. At the risk of widespread and life-threatening flooding continues to intensify. We have our reporters for you live there. We'll take you to Mpumalanga in just about a short moment. The Kruger National Park has also not been spared, with the Satara Rest Camp flooded as the Nsemani Dam has burst its banks. The Lebata Rest Camp also flooded. Hlabisa is expected to be accompanied by the Mpumalanga Premier Mandla Ndlovu and the head of the National Disaster Management Centre. Hlabisa and his delegation are expected to receive briefings from the provincial and municipal disaster management teams, as well as interact with the affected communities in that area. SABC News reporter Tumelo Machoho is live to us from that area. You would have seen me pointing towards going up in that direction. We're going to our colleagues now to find out what the latest is on that. Tumelo Machoho is where the minister is expected to start. I understand that is in Msholozi. I believe, Tumelo, that you are still there. Has the minister arrived yet? Do we have any indication about the extent of the damage there? You did speak about it a little bit earlier on. A woman and child was swept away in that area a little bit earlier on this week. Talk to us a bit about the latest and preparations, of course, ahead of that visit by the Cocktail Minister as well as the Premier of the province.
Well, indeed, Griselda, this bridge behind me is one of that bridge that actually was quite dangerous. It actually swept away two people just this week. On Tuesday, a 2-year-old boy was swept away here on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday night, a woman, a 45-year-old woman, was also trying to cross this bridge, coming back from work. And also, she was also swept away, found about 5 kilometers from where we are. And then obviously a family, she is devastated, and also the community here, they are devastated because they are saying that, they've been calling on government to say they must build bridges for them, because in this area there is a stream that passes through this village. And also earlier on we were speaking to the Cocktail MEC, Speedy Machilo, telling us that there are 5 bridges in this area, that they are actually going to start fixing these bridges in these communities, because they do need to fix these bridges so that the community actually here can access this area. I'm going to step out of shot just to show you the water levels that were coming into this area when it was rainy. So the water levels was very, very high. You can see those banana trees that are behind there, closer to that house. That's where the waters were when it was raining heavily during this week. Now the water have subsided, and now there are construction going on here to come and start fixing this area in Msholozi. So the community also here, they've been calling on this area, calling on government to actually assist them, because this area also is quite sandy, Griselda, I can tell you that. So whenever with bridges like this one would collapse at any moment. So they are saying that they want proper bridges here, proper roads in their communities, because when it rains, this is the situation normally what they experience because of this the rain in this community. So you can imagine that this is one of the areas that have been badly affected, but a number of areas have also been affected in this community. In this community, and also there are like other areas that are affected, other municipalities that are affected. I'm going to bring in a community member just to talk to us about their experiences in this area. Ndade, we are live on SABC News. Just talk to us about the situation here. Normally when it rains, how is it for the community that lives here?
Msholozi ngayonke South Africa ngalokuphelele sine problem lesirious eMsholozi la namayina imvula futhi siyahlupheka silahlekelwa ma family members esikhathini esiningi and akusiko kuqala salahlekelwa ngilomnye make ngaletulu makwalenye I community member yala ekhaya makwakakhe sabuye salahlekelwa umntwana lomncane ngiyacabanga una 2 years Sabuya salahlekelwa ngimake manje lesibhizi nje sizama ama preparation ukuthi akhone kuyobekeka endlini yakhe yokugcina. So I problem lesinayo bhuti siyakhala kuhulumende. Hulumende always uyathanda kwenta into ngesicomrade. Ngesicomrade ufuna kunika mina ukuthi angincede ukuthi ngikhone kuvuka ngivuka kube anginamali yekwenta into. Leli bridge lelapha bhuti uyangivisisa. Bekufuna ngabe lakhiwe laphela February last year uyangivisisa. Mara solo alikapheli ngereason yekuthi kuthiwa sekude imali echubeka lapha ene manje lapha abantu bebakhona kwela ku space esinani bakhona kujump uyangivisisa mara manje iproblem lesesinayo bafike bavula ngesikaveti kwavula space esikhulu umuntu akasakhoni kwela labantu makahamba umuntu akasakhoni ukujumpela ngeshe so it's a problem ngithi si community ngoba mabaqale into abayicethe kwesibili ibhuti la solo sathembisa ukuthi kwakhiwa lama bridge lawo I1 2 ngathi i5 mangakhulumanga nangale mangibala konke bo A solo bathi batowaka solo abacethi baqala ngepaving uyayibona lento lesibona lapha bhuti kuthiwa kwakhiwe ipaving nayo already le paving ifile uyabona and sathi ukuthi nekufuna baqale ngalama bridge into lebalekile stokhona ukuthi kuba ne movement labangale bakhona kwelela ngale kuze singalahlekelwa imiphefumulo bebangagcina ngayo ipaving but nayo ipaving lena bhuti ngiyacabanga sena 5 years and lokho akumcethi even 4 kilometers angathi ukuthi basebenzisa yiphi isystem sesicela uhulumende sakashintshe indlela yokusebenza abayekele ukuthi mabaqashiwe basayine icontract bahlale lapha bafune khola mahala abasitting annex ufuna ukutshela iqiniso bhuti thina la siyahlupheka sihlala la bahlala edrobheni bangena ngema password thina sente njani njengoba sihlupheka so ngiyacela bhuti ukuthi labantu bakahulumende bonke ledepartment lethi lapha bathi bethu sinceda siyahlupheka silahlekelwa imphefumulo enethina ngifuna ukukhuluma straight we don't appreciate ukuthi bona bafike la base babona ukuthi sekunemuntu lofile bethe bathothi ivelisa la asikubongi lokho thina sikubona ukuthi ku-useless kusho ukuthi bajabuliswa ukuthi umuntu afe ngikhani bathi attend why banga-attend abantu labaphilako bathi khona kuvote bafuna ukuthi umuntu afe kuqala sengikhani bathi avela bathi khombe ukuthi bona bakhona kunceda unceda umlofile noma unceda umlophilako so asikubongi labakwende lapha sifuna kubonga i-service delivery.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. One of the angry community members, Criselda there, very passionate about saying that there are 5 bridges that were meant to be done. Now nothing has been done. Now only after when 2 people have died in this community, that's when government is coming in and showing their faces here. So they're saying that they want service delivery in their area because of this situation that is ongoing. It's a global warming and all of that. It's also contributing to this. And also this is where now government needs to actually tighten up how they actually build up roads, they build up infrastructure in communities to ensure the safety of people, because we're going to be faced with global warming for the next while.
All right, thank you very much to my colleague Tumelo Machoho ahead of the Copter Minister Velenkonsini Hlabisa's visit to that area where he's broadcasting from. That's in Umsholozi, just outside White River.